25 through 27. The reason I want to do all three of those together is so that they're so closely related. It's important that you understand the difference between the three problems. The first one is number 25. Number 25 is simply a distributed property problem. The first thing you got to do is you write down your first set of parentheses, 6b cubed plus 3b squared plus 8, and then you distribute your negative. So the negative goes to the 2b cubed, so it's negative 2b cubed. Then the negative goes to the negative 8b squared, and the subtract the negative 8b squared, and that gives you a positive 8b squared. You notice there's a negative 6b term, so there's I need to leave a space right here for the b term, so I got a negative 6b, okay? And minus a negative 5 is plus 5. A lot of times what you'll write, I'll see students write is they'll take and they'll do the negative 2b cubed minus 8b squared plus 6b minus 5. You'll simply use an arrow here and distribute to all three of those, or excuse me, all four of those, and it just changes the sign. So your final answer is 4b cubed plus 11b squared minus 6b plus 13. That's similar to, but not exactly like number 26, where I've got to FOIL. I've got to do the distributive property 2 times. And the first thing you need to notice with number 25 and 26 is 25 had a minus sign out in front of the parentheses. 26 is a set of parentheses side by side. And so what you have to do in that one is you have to do the distributive property just 2 times. So x times x is x squared. X times 7 is 7x. Then let me suggest, and right underneath that, after you do your distributive property 2 times, underneath that, do the second set of distributive properties. So 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 7 is 28. Right? The reason that's such a good way to organize it is now you have your like terms are lined up on top of each other, and you get your final answer. Your final answer is x squared plus, what's the middle term? 11x. X squared plus 11x plus 28. From time to time, this is a place where I have students mess up problems because they want to do x times x as being x squared. Remember, when you multiply numbers with the same base, you add the exponents, so x times x is x squared. But when you add them, when you add 7x plus 4x, you add the coefficients and rewrite the variables. Okay? Now, what makes 27 similar to that, and the reason I wanted to do all three of these together is 27 is just the distributive property to 3 terms. So instead of just distributing it to 2 terms like this, now you're distributing it to a 3rd term. So let me suggest to you that just like in 26, you go across and you distribute your x, you turn around and distribute your 5. X cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x. Distribute your 5. 5 times that is x squared. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10x. And 5 times 3 is 15. So your like terms are x cubed plus 3x squared minus 7x plus 15. It's important in 25 that you understand that you're distributing a number out in front of a set of parentheses. 25 is an addition and subtraction problem. 26 and 27 are multiplication problems. And the process is using the distributive property to distribute one term to other terms. In 25, we're using the distributive property to distribute a sign or a single number. And then it will be -1, which changes all the same. Combining like terms, one of the most important part about this is you making sure you understand that x times x is x squared. X plus x is 2x.